Yo, you tuned in to Guerilla Cross Radio.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Speak Life Radio, New Music Friday, right here on GorillaCross.com, SpeakLifeRadio.com, and the Guerilla Cross app. Download that free in the App Store. I'm your host, Quan59. We're rocking with you today, live from Las Vegas on Fremont Street. Got E-Class back in the building. It's been like 6 months. What's good?
I know. It's been forever. I'm glad to be back.
She's back, in effect. And this is my man Steve Hollywood Huff's first time on Speak Life Radio. If you guys watch Guerilla Cross Radio, you would recognize him from Unnamed Sports Show every Tuesday and Thursday right here on Guerilla Cross Radio. What's good, Steve?
Man, what's good? Just happy to be here, man. Ready to talk about, what are we talking about today? Music? Pop culture?
Yeah.
Some movies?
Movies?
All right.
We're gonna have fun. We're gonna actually do an indie artist music review. We've done this a lot before, so Steve, this is gonna be your first time, but we want you to submit your music to us. There's a post on Facebook, so if you want to get on that post and put your music up there, we'll review your music live on the radio show today. Where's your headphones?
They're right here.
She refuses to put headphones on, Steve. I don't appreciate this. We're going to get live on the line with Illuminate, talking about RMG Amplify and him signing to there. So we're going to have a conversation with him coming up in like 3 minutes. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Stay locked in. Please share the Facebook feed and let everybody know we are live on the air right now. Yeah, and that's it. If you don't have the Guerilla Cross app, I'm telling you, go download it right now. If not, I'm going to be mad. We're going to jump into a brand new track. This is Oze Moore called Crowd React by Lightheaded. Lightheaded is Oze Moore, Omega Watts, and Braille. This is off the new album In the Wake of O. Just dropped today right here at Guerilla Cross. Speak Life Radio, New Music Friday. When we come back, we're going to be live on the line with Illuminate. Stay locked in.
Where the party at, it's over here. We do this and you do that, making our music so the people react to this, clap to this, move your feet and dance to this, react to this, and clap to this, move your feet and dance to this.
You know it's got to be on, cause you can feel it deep in your bones. What's the dilemma then? This is a song you can body move to all night long. See, I've been on the rock a couple jams and such, but it ain't a party till your hands are up. So let's just focus on the present and palm. Up the levels of the bump, heavy but farm. Oh, fellows, it ain't yours, sure they can trust. So make it easy to let me lead it to Mars. I promise to make it real good for your soul. Moment to moment, showing how the moments can grow into an experience you hold to your own and pass down as it's easy to solve. Into the youth as proof that you know better times than a ride. I'ma glide to it slow, like so. Come on.
I got a groove you can hear and touch. Nobody's petty thugs looking rugged and rough. This is a moment here to be free in your soul. And if you can't let go, you stay frozen, never grow. So now you've heard it twice and it's nice as it seems. You continue to dream but never drink from the stream and live life to the fullest. So if you're with it and you dig it, you can get it. If you let it soak, catch the message and react to it. Yeah, if you wonder where the party at, it's over here. We do this and you do that, making our music so the people react to this, clap to this, move your feet and dance to this, react to this, clap to this, move your feet and dance to this. You know the name, megawatts, tower, loud power, electrifying in the rain. There's a lot that's changed, but not the love for my people. I see you around the globe, we all equal in the color wheel form. React to the bright spectrum of light, pass the baton for the young to get it right. Where's the party at? Over here. So mind the smoke and stand clear as I send this message with the flare in the air. Oh yeah, we're doing it, so y'all
respond and react to this song and track list. Respond and react to this right here. Give me one mic.
+2 for my comrades. We never signed on a 7-figure contract, but we rock like there's 8 digits in it. Get money and split it. Love life and live it, giving all our energy whenever we do this music. The name of the crew is lightheaded. Reppin' the Northwest, repetition so you get it in your head and start spinning. Heavy rotation, gracious for the compliments and vote to confidence. You motivate us to handle our business and stay on top of the daily operation. Face our problems and look for solutions. Focus on the positive, not the opposite alternative. And now it's your turn to react.
Here we come, y'all. The coast is clear. If you wonder where the party at, it's over here. We do this and you do that. Making our music so the people react to this. Clap to this. Move your feet and dance to this. React to this and clap to this. Come on, move your feet and dance to this.
Hey, negative or positive feedback. We just wanna hear the crowd react. Hey, say we're fresh or say that we're whack. We just wanna hear the crowd react. Hey, like it or love it from the front to the back. We just wanna hear the crowd react. Hey, we do it this way, yeah, we do it this way, and everyone's got something to say. Hey,
when true blue colors stand side to side from beginning to end. Turn it out, y'all.
I told you they serious. See, you go on and on and on and on. You go on and on and on. You go on and on and on. I say the beat don't stop till the break it stop. I told you.
Yeah, that's a brand new track, Crowd React, by Lightheaded, Jose Moore, Omega Watson Brell. That's off Jose Moore's new album, In the Wake of O. We might have him live on the line next week. We're trying to set that up right now. So dope track right there. And I want everyone to hashtag E-Class put on headphones and make this girl put on some headphones.
I can't. I hate them. Like
I hate
it's like,
them.
well, cause I can hear you.
No,
I'm
you
right
can't.
Here
No, you
with
can't.
You.
You need to
So
be
I'm
able
like,
to hear
why?
the right way.
Why?
Your hair is still beautiful.
I'm not worried about my hair. It's not going anywhere.
How you doing?
How
Big
you
shout out to my
doing?
man Albert. Hi, you doing? But yo, we're about to get live on the line with Illuminate right now. Man, just signed to RMG Amplified. A lot of big stuff happening, man. I'm just excited about what he's doing. And we're going to talk a little bit about where he came from and what's in store for the future of Illuminate being with RMG Amplify. And if you don't turn down your phone, Steve.
Thank you.
Every time.
I didn't want to be the rude one.
I mean, it's every week. He does it every week. And make sure you use that mic when you're talking. We got Illuminate live on the line right now. What's good, son?
Don't be that guy, Steven. What's happening?
Man, please tell him. He's always that guy. He'll turn on the live feed, and he'll have the volume all the way up.
Because I got my
There's
headphones
always
on, I
the
can't
one
hear
guy
it.
you don't want to be, and Steven, you seem to be that guy. So next week, do anything and everything you can to not have that guy tendencies.
All right, I'll take note of that right now. All right, I got you.
Be the cool guy, not that guy.
Not that guy. Yo, Illuminate, bro. What's good,
What's
son?
up, gentlemen?
Man,
How are you?
you taking too much NyQuil in the daytime.
Nah, you know what it is, bro, is that I, on a real, homie, I drove from L.A. to Frisco last night, and trying to, I didn't get in till like 4 o'clock in the morning, man, and I just have a hard time sleeping like that, and then, catching up with moms I ain't talked to in a while or seen in a while. I'm like, ugh. So I need to, like real talk, as soon as we're done, take a little nap so I can get over to the city, knock out a sound check, and then go to work.
I feel you, man. Where's your show out tonight?
But it's all good. It's at San Francisco State.
Okay, dope, man. Dope. You've been pretty busy doing events and stuff like that?
Yeah, this tour. Me and Dayton got this Winds and Waves tour, man.
Yeah.
So this is, this weekend is probably going to be the busiest weekend of it.
Yeah.
We did Miami. That was dope. But we didn't have, 3 back-to-back shows. We got tonight, tonight, Frisco. Tomorrow we got to drive to Bakersfield, and then Sunday we got to drive to Fresno. So
Okay.
we'll be moving.
Hey, man, I saw the tour dates and the lineup. How come you guys don't have any Vegas shows?
That's a good question, man. How come the Vegas guys ain't brought us out there, man? I'm with it. You know I rocks with the Sin City, man.
Definitely, man. How long is the tour going on for?
Until the end of April. Until the end of March.
Okay,
We can
cool.
make it happen.
Yeah, we'll get with somebody. We'll get with you guys on that.
Yeah, no.
But yo, man.
Matter of fact, Dayton even has a one-off out there for with the homie Stedman, bro. So, and I was thinking about going out there just to go rock with them. So, homie, we could really make that happen.
Oh, that's for next month is the Stellar Awards out here.
Yeah.
So,
but we could do it
a lot
like,
of people coming
like
out
that
for
same
that.
week.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll get with you.
Yep.
I'll get with you on Monday, man. We'll definitely talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Yes,
guys
sir.
are tuned in live to Speak Life Radio. Listen to me and Illuminate just talk. But we have him live on the line right now. And, man, one of my favorite dudes in Christian hip-hop right now just because of where you came from, your testimony, and we'll get into that more in a little bit. But just everywhere you came from, being in hip-hop and where you are now in Christ and doing stuff with Hog Mob and now seeing you advance to being signed to RMG Amplify. Tell us what that is like. Tell us what your journey's been like real quick. And how did you hook up with RMG for this deal?
I mean, it's dope, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just anything, man. Just, not being having, one thing that I've tried not to do is really keep my eyes on what others are doing. I've always wanted to keep my eyes on Christ, bro, and celebrate what my brothers are doing and me not feel like I have to have the same walk as everybody else, you know what I mean? So it's been dope in that sense because the Lord's been able to lead me along these places. Like, you wouldn't probably hardly ever think that Illuminate would sign with RMG. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mostly everybody was, and I still get to like, yo, when are you signing with God Over Money? That was like, everybody asks that all the time, even Biz, you know what I mean? Because we're just known in that box.
Yeah.
But, bro, just being able to be obedient to the Lord, man, and then me and Doc, striking up conversations and becoming super cool, and then just talking about it, and it just made sense, bro. And they taking really good care of me, bro. They're really, really, really helping me out, too, from the inside out, marketing, distribution, the whole nine, bro. Like, so this Wins the Waves album, bro, it's the best stuff I've ever cooked up my whole life. And you're about to really see a machine get behind this joint, man. So get ready for May 18th, man.
And how important is that as an artist for you to be able to have a machine behind you kind of for the first time, to really have a machine that's, like you said, doing all the PR, doing all the promotion? Because ever since RMG Amplify started, like, dog, I'm getting emails from them daily with new music, new updates. I've actually leaked music on accident because sometimes they send me music earlier than I, and I'm not supposed to put it on the radio yet, and I do. But how is that, being an independent artist now, being able to put out an album with the push, with the PR?
It's super dope. I mean, plus on top of that, like, I'm rocking with, like, with Doc, who super knows what he's doing. Risha, she's head of marketing over there. She knows what she's doing. So, like, I get to have marketing meetings, and we get to speak about, okay, how do we want to approach this? What are we going to do?
Yeah.
Where are we going to allot this money? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're so much more organized. So now it's like we're not approaching anything blind anymore. It's about like, yo, okay, now let's be strategic. And, more heads are better than one at all times, especially when you're talking about, 3-4 different people. Like, this is what we do all the time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, bro, just some of the stuff that we have planned is crazy, and I can't wait for you guys to see it and hear it, man.
Oh, man, I'm excited to hear it. And going back to your point, I think it's very important to have a strong team because you have this attitude that some people run with, I'm my own team. And it's like, to me, that's kind of ignorant because we need a team to be able to be successful in everything we do, any aspect of business or whatever the case is. So
yeah,
I'm glad that you as an artist recognize that, because I think that pride that a lot of artists have, it doesn't let them see that they do need a team, and the team aspect's important.
Bro, we're made for covenant, bro. We're made for a team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's so much easier. I wish that a lot of people would stop trying to do everything themselves and allow themselves to, create a team, bro. Because when you do have that team, everybody has different strengths, bro. And we come together like Voltron, bro, to make the Lord look good. You know what I'm saying? God looks good when teams execute properly.
Definitely, man. And man, going into what we're dealing with in society right now, we saw another school shooting, 17 dead in Florida. We're going to be talking about that later on in the show. I know you did a Facebook Live about that yesterday, man.
Yeah.
What can we do, man? I know society says gun control. They say so many different things. As a Christian, bringing Christ into the equation, how should we handle this as Christians? And what do you think we need to do to be able to make real change?
Absolutely. The very first thing that we should do when something like this happens is respond in love, empathy, and compassion. Mourn with those who mourn.
Yeah.
Point blank, period. Don't even worry about the gun legislator right now. Mourn with those who mourn. And they need help. They need healing. They need to know that they're cared about, that they're loved.
Yeah.
But then when the time does come, it's not the guns that are killing the people, man. It's the broken, hurting people that have access to the guns. So what we need to be is involved in their lives. About being somebody that will help lift them out of this dark pit. You know what I'm saying? It's not about just passing these laws. Because, bro, let's put it like this. If you want a gun really bad, you're going to get one, bro.
Yeah.
If you want drugs, you're going to get it. There's no law that's going to keep your hands off of getting a gun,
Well,
bro.
if an AR-15 is illegal,
illegally.
if an AR-15, if they make those illegal, the bad people might still get a hold of them. So if you want to do some damage, you're going to do damage. We've seen in Paris a couple times, like cats are running over crowds of 50 people with trucks. So you're
bro.
right, man. I mean, evil is evil, and so that's what we need to conquer and fight against. And I think my biggest frustration is seeing the aftermath 3 hours after a tragedy happens, because we had out here in Vegas with the Mandalay Bay shooting, 58 people dead. It's the social media agendas from everybody, you know, whether it be race, whether it be gun control, whether it be, you know, the government, the Illuminati, like all this other stuff, instead of like loving on people, because love is the only thing that's going to conquer all this evil going on in the world, for real.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you can talk all you want to do. You can talk about let's go protest, let's go this, let's go do that. But what you need to do is you need to get involved in your community.
Yeah.
You need to get involved. The people that are in these places that have these strongholds, that are these gatekeepers for the people that you know that are being assessed.
Yeah.
They need to be taught, hey, these are certain things to look out for in somebody's life, so they need to be dealt with on a case-by-case basis with more love and compassion. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be willing to be inconvenienced for the gospel's sake, bro, and to love on these people, man, because we can't just throw them away. They're not the bottom of the barrel, bro. Just like this Nicholas Cruz cat, bro. His parents died. He's an orphan. Yep. They were living from pillar to post. I mean, dudes had mental health problems. You know what I'm saying? Who was there loving on him?
Yeah.
When all of these, when he was showing out and everything, where was the love then? Why does it gotta wait until something tragic like this happens?
And they even say the FBI was watching him for a long time too, but it's like, where are the people that love him? It's like, okay, I got the FBI watching me. That's gonna make me more angry probably if nobody's trying to feed in some positivity into my life.
Right.
So it's sad.
So at what point?
Yeah.
At what point does the body of Christ rise up and be like, hey, you know what? We'll take that burden.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
At what point?
And we have to step outside the walls. You know,
absolutely.
We do stuff in the church, which is great. That's needed, but there's 6 other days in the week that we still need to be Christians and we still need to be active. And you know, that's even motivating me hearing what you're saying and wanting to do more in my own community. Go ahead, Steve.
With just where Quan was going with, you know, stepping outside the walls, getting out of our own community, especially in the realm of Christian hip hop. A lot of times I see artists who basically only cater to a Christian market. Hence, the Christian hip hop kind of stays in the Christian community.
Lame.
With you and RMG Amplify, do you guys have plans, or is there a push? Is there anything like specific that you guys discuss or talk about to say, hey, let's get this out into mainstream. Let's get this into the secular world. Let's get this on, you know, in all the avenues that where all the secular music is.
Yeah, absolutely. Matter of fact, even my new single is on Viral Hip Hop Now,
nice.
which is a secular playlist. I'm intentionally trying to cross over to rub elbows in some of the secular arenas, bro. I want to do shows in clubs. I want to get out there to where, because think about it, bro. A club, that's where the secular, that is their church every weekend. You feel me?
Right.
That's where they come to congregate, bro. I am so down to go there and bring the gospel, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to do that. I don't want to just entertain Christians anymore. I told them that. They know how I feel.
Yeah.
I want to reach the lost, bro.
Awesome.
It's good, man. And like I said, he's done a lot with Hog Mob. And you know, even with your own ministry and stuff like that out there, man. And just seeing that dude does inspire people, even if you don't know it, even if people don't tell you enough. You are recognized and you are doing a lot, man. And I really appreciate you for everything you've been doing, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, man.
No doubt. But
homie,
I know you need to take a nap soon, but talk about People's Anthem featuring Jay Cabasa. Talk about this track, man, then we're going to jump into it.
Man, I mean, this track is like, this is my my return back to the industry.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I took like a year and a half off to focus on my marriage. So I got married. I was going to drop an album beginning of the year, but I got signed and we decided to push it back, and I'm glad that we did. But this People's Anthem, man, it's all about people. That's what ministry's about, man. It's the People's Anthem, man. People are who I do it for, bro. Obviously, I do it for Christ, but it's the people that I do it for, too, man. Because the lost, the hurting, and the broken people are the people that we need to be, like I said, go out of our way for them, man. Love on them.
Yeah.
Show up to them. Go up to them. Glow up to them. Hug them, man. Hey, how you doing, man? How's your day going, bro? You know what I'm saying? They need to know how much you care before they care how much you know. Like, for real.
Definitely.
And this is, I'm taking it a step further, like even on the second verse, bro. I'm getting, on some political stuff like that too, bro. I'm sick of seeing systematic oppression going on in this country, man. I said, I'm saying, like, we wide awake and see the snake, and it ain't just us. And we ain't about to let Babylon just Babylon. They gonna feel this kingdom coming when we launch this javelin. My faith is in Yeshua, not in no Pentagon. The gospel's what I'm centered on and still ready to get it on. So it's like, it's some heavy stuff up in there, man. Yeah. Because we have to, take it a step further and look at it for what it is, man. And it says that my people perish from lack of knowledge, bro. And the Lord has given us knowledge, bro. And it's not all in the Bible. A lot of it's in the Bible, but there's also some knowledge outside of that Bible, man, that's going to help us interact and, make some things right in this world, bro.
Definitely, man. Definitely. So we're going to get into People's Anthem, Illuminate. Hey, man, God bless you on your marriage, dude, and everything else. I know you guys went through some struggles, with your wife's brother. That was tragic, and just we were praying for you here with that, and just still praying for your wife, man. I know that's hard on the family, but just know we're here praying for you guys, and dude, just bless everything you do, bro.
Man, thank you, bro. Appreciate you very much, bro. Real talk.
No doubt, man. We'll be in contact on Monday.
Love is love, brother. That's what it is, man. God bless you. Enjoy it.
Yes, sir. This is Illuminate, People's Anthem right here. Guerilla Cross, Speak Life Radio, New Music Friday.
What is that?
All my people, I do this for you. Let's all get down. I won't give up until I hear you. Raise your voice now. Let's hear you shout. It's the heart of my people I live for. The love of my people I die for. All the silence break down. Raise your voice now. Let's hear you shout. But bang on them, gonna do his thing on them. We got momentum moving like a freight train on them. And I ain't stopping, I'm dropping, rocking and rolling with him. He loved your boy at my lowest, so how could I forget him? So I'ma worship and praise the name of my holy king. It's God over money, Jesus over everything. So I'ma sing it loud, I'm unashamed and proud. And I'ma shine the light of Christ until my light is out. Now get them lighters out, we want an encore. I feel the spirit of the Lord and yes I want more. So send the wind to your spirit and let your fire fall. Got our hands stretched to heaven and going high, y'all. I feel a higher call to liberate my people. We do it in the name of Yah, and our head ain't no equal. All my people, I do this for you. Let's all get down. I won't give up until I hear you. Raise your voice now, let's hear you shout. It's the heart of my people I live for. The love of my people I die for. All the silence break down. Raise your voice now, let's hear you shout. Yeah, we want a revolution, no more injustice. We wide awake and see the snake, and it ain't just us. And we ain't bout to let Babylon just Babylon. They gon' feel this kingdom coming when we launch this javelin. My faith is in Yeshua, not in no Pentagon. The gospel's what I'm centered on, and still ready to get it on. So who won't come test the blessed kept secret? I'm praying for my people, trying to get them out of Egypt. Ain't with no 5%ers, an Egyptology. I'm about relationship and working on theology. Been yelling, telling the field to let my people go. This here's your chance for repentance before that lethal blow. The blood was shed up on Calvary and it frees the soul. But you best not wait, it'll be too late when you hit that trumpet blow. Blow, blow, blow. All my people, I do this for you. Let's all get down. I won't give up until I hear you. Raise your voice loud. Let's hear you shout. It's the heart of my people I live for. The love of my people I die for. All the silence break down. Raise your voice loud. Let's hear you shout.
Yeah, that's Illuminate with People's Anthem right here, Guerilla Cross Speak Life Radio, New Music Friday. And this is a brand new one from Derek Minor. Speaking of RMG, the man over there at RMG. It is what it is. Speak Life Radio, New Music Friday. Let us know what you think about the music.
Cold world, most of my kin, that it depend. That's why I'm an Eskimo. I bought an igloo and put on my wrist. Ran out of option, we gotta survive, so we taking risks. Committed sin, we gotta live, it is what it is. Red dot on your white tee, it look like Japan. The 40 years on me, and if I get high, they blow like a fan. They talk about the hood like they know the answer, but never been in. Committed sin, we gotta live, it is what it is. Yeah. Everybody got the answers. They say that they plan is the master. They preach it to us like they passed. Amen. Yeah. The government treat us like cancer. The prison system make us bastards. I send on the news and it's plastered. We can't even turn to charity. They make money off our tragedy. They get the money. If life is school of hard knocks, the street will teach you like academy. Everybody in a glass house tell us what we need to do to make it out. When they was born on the mountaintop, they ain't seen the bottom, they don't know the route. You think that we choose this environment? I wish I could choose that entitlement. Instead of being born in poverty and hungry hyenas surrounding me. The Fortune 500 won't hire me, so we create our own economies. With dope money, our salary, just to feed our families. I close my eyes and pray that God deliver me. Churches moving to our hood, but they don't come and speak. I don't know you. Why they gentrify? We risk our life. Selling dope, probably die not knowing Christ. Cold world, most of my kin, that it depend. That's why I'm an Eskimo. I bought an igloo and put on my wrist. Ran out of option, we gotta survive, so we taking risks. Committed sin, we gotta live, it is what it is. Red dot on your white tee, it look like Japan. The 40 years on me, and if I get high, they blow like a fan. They talk about the hood like they know the answer, but never been in. Committed sin, we gotta live, it is what it is. I used to wonder why we blow our whole tax refund on brand new J's, Gucci belt, few gold chains. When you can put that change in a IRA, you just waiting. By the time that you retire, you be at the millionaire stage. What's the point of saving anything? You dying, you can't take it with you. And that'll probably be the night, cause the way that they shooting the stretch how they hit you. I bet you God hear the prayers of millions of mothers. And they all sound the same, even though they sons in different gangs. And they shooting at each other right now. You hear her cries now. Now hear hashtag, they debating about it online now. That's what I call an abortion. And since we talking about abortions, we ain't put the clinics in our own hood. Somebody making a fortune. We talk about these mothers like they out there killing for sport. Rather kill a baby in their belly before it get brought into war. You politicize our genocide, then use the victim as a scapegoat. But if you care like you say you do, you should talk less and do more. Cold world, most of my kin, that it depend. That's why I'm an Eskimo. I bought an igloo and put on my wrist. Ran out of option, we gotta survive, so we taking risks. Committed sin, we gotta live, it is what it is. Red dot on your white tee, it look like Japan. The 40 years on me, and if I get high, they blow like a fan. They talk about the hood like they know the answer, but never been in. Committed sin, we gotta live, it is what it is.
Yeah, that's a brand new one from Derek Minor. It is what it is right here, Guerilla Cross Speak Life Radio. You can get that track everywhere, so wherever you stream music, wherever you buy music. If you got money to buy the music, please support the artist by actually paying money for the music. Don't just stream it because they get more if you just buy it, you know? So if you like it, go get it. We're going to have all these links up on Guerilla Cross soon, GuerillaCross.com. Before that, we had Illuminate with People's Anthem. Really dope track right there. If you're just now tuning in and you missed an interview, make sure you check out the podcast. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, and SoundCloud. also on YouTube. We put up the shows live on YouTube and Facebook. So make sure you check all that out. Follow us everywhere at Guerilla Cross. You can follow me at Quan59 on all social media. You can follow Steve at, what is it? You changed yours.
It's Hollywood Huff, but it's
Hollywood Huff.
No O's.
No O's.
No O's.
And you can follow E-Class at Erica L. McCall.
Why'd you have to say it like
I don't know. It just sounded right.
At Erica L. McCall.
Erica L. McCall. Yo, we're going to have the Indie Artist Music Review coming up. So if you guys submitted music, we're going to pick randomly. We don't listen to these songs beforehand. So a lot of people think, like, I saw somebody say, you're not going to play my song, it's too controversial. I don't even know what your song is about till we push play. As long as you're not cussing, we're going to play it. If you're cussing, I'm going to delete you from Facebook.com.
You're going to delete them from the whole Facebook?
The whole Facebook. I'm going to go in and delete you from the whole entire website. So we're going to be getting into that in the second hour. So we got about 15 minutes before we jump into that. And I'm excited, man. We have a big show. We're all back. I got people in the studio with me for the first time.
What?
I was solo last week, man. If you missed the interview with Dre Murray and who was it? My bad. Dre Murray and Jay Rodan. Dang. That was a dope interview. They talk about why Jay Rodan jumped off social media and he's not getting back on. So make sure you listen to that. And we're going to actually have a lot more in the next week or two talking about that, the pros and cons of social media. Because there are pros, there's a lot of cons. And yeah, we're going to talk about that. What's up?
I'm waiting for that conversation.
It's going to be good.
That's going to be a good one.
It's going to be good. And man, me and Nate talked about the school shooting in Florida, so I want to get your guys' opinion on it a little bit. As Christians, what can we do better? And are we starting to become numb to these things? Because we're starting to see them so much. We see the gun laws. It feels like it's a political agenda every time tragedy happens. And we're spending more time on the political agenda, which at times there's a time and place for that. But right when these tragedies happen, there should be some sort of comfort, some sort of, do something for the families that lost somebody, Erica, I'm going to start with you. What's your opinion on this?
Why me?
Why me?
So as a whole, I don't think it's just like, how should Christians respond or what should Christians do? I think society as a whole is different. Mm-hmm. I think people are more selfish. I think people in general are less compassionate. I think people in general just don't care to help anybody else.
And that floods into the Christian culture too.
Right,
yeah.
Which it does. But at the same time, people are like, oh, this happened. What can we do to help? But it's more like, what can you do to prevent this from happening?
Yeah,
right.
And that's why I say it's on society as a whole, because if we were to actually pay more attention to the people around us and what's going on around us, like there are so many influential people directly around this boy's circle that could have helped him.
Yeah.
Like, he's in school. Where's your teachers? Where's your counselors?
Yeah.
Where's your dean? You know what I mean? Where's your parents,
Right.
for one?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those
Yeah.
immediate people that see him every day, your teachers, for one, they see you 8 hours a day like it's a job.
Yeah.
They should have some type of training aside from education to be able to pay attention to changes in behavior and things of that nature. Like, that stuff should have been in place to help prevent this from happening.
Yeah.
But now that it has happened, us as Christians, or us as, humanity, period,
Yeah.
like, where are the people with hearts of compassion that compel you to put in action now? Like, it's happened, you can't change it, but yes, comfort those that mourn and be there as an aid to the people that are around. Like, use it as an opportunity to restore faith back in humanity.
Yeah. And I think the first step is individually, we need to be able to love the people around us.
Exactly.
Love the dude out downstairs by the elevator,
Right.
the homeless people outside, the
Right.
rich people outside.
Mm-hmm.
I think it starts individually with how we treat other people, because I think it's all the stuff we're seeing is a reflection of how we're treating each other. It's just in a grander scale of everything.
I agree.
Steve.
Yeah, I'm a strong believer in change starts with you. Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror. Just listen to the song. I
Yeah.
mean, we've all heard it. We all know the breakdowns. We've seen the dance moves surrounding it, but listen to the words of the song. Start with the man in the mirror. It's you. What can you do? You can do something to impact people around you. Every single person has influence. You may not even know who you're influencing by some of the things that you do.
Yeah.
And just your everyday life, the way you showing up to work on time every single day is an example to that person who's always struggling to be on time, even if they never admit it or never say anything. So when you have these situations where a kid gets a gun and he goes to, for whatever reason, decides to shoot up his school and do harm to a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Somebody dropped the ball somewhere. And when these things happen, we immediately jump on the bandwagon of, gun control. Why does the media treat white suspects different than black suspects? Why is, this happening? Why are they doing it like this? And we argue about everything except the root cause of the problem, which in many cases is the way that our culture has changed. These mass shootings, they're not new as far as they've been going on for 30, 40 years now, at least that we've been tracking them. But guns have been around for hundreds of years. So why are we now all of a sudden having mass shootings? And look at the way the culture has changed. Look at the way that if you're 30 years and older, look at the way you grew up and look at the way that 18, 19, 20-year-olds act now. And I have this conversation with everybody, and it's like, man, if I was doing that stuff, I got slapped up.
Yeah.
Like if I was acting like that in my neighborhood, one of my neighbors would have told my parents, Our culture, we used to care about each other. We used to care about people, whether they're related to us or not. And now we live in a culture where people are just like, that's not my problem. Yeah, mind your business.
And a lot of that even has started with broken homes.
Right,
You have broken homes. You don't have a family together. You got parents on drugs. So what are your kids going to be?
Right.
How are your kids going to grow up when that's all they see?
Right.
And even you could have good teachers. You could have good influences around those kids. But there's a chance those kids I look up to my parents more than anything.
Right.
So even if you're throwing good influences to me, it might not be enough because I'm looking at my parents and what they're doing. So if it's okay for them,
but you have a greater.
But you have
chance
to try.
Exactly.
You have to try. And a lot of people don't try. You give up on them. Like we said, this kid obviously had mental illnesses on different medications.
That's part of the problem.
The medications are problems as well. Been warned from the FBI. The FBI, he was kind of on their watch list. He was still able to buy an AR-15 legally, 19 years old.
Right.
First of all, that's still too young. I don't think AR-15 should be able to be purchased. But if they are, they should make it way harder for a 19-year-old that's been looked at by the FBI already, has a lot of disturbing social media posts. You got to make it harder for that dude to get a gun.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at...
His mom just died in November. His dad died when, 10 years before.
He's a wreck.
Going through it. I mean, any 19-year-old,
he's a wreck.
We probably had a way better life than him, right? Can we agree?
Yeah, for
At
sure.
19, were we still kind of emotionally unstable?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I think all teenagers are in a way because you're still trying to learn about life and yourself. And
yeah, There's hormones in general cause you to be a little off at that age. Like there's a reason they're like, hey, no alcohol consumption until you're 21.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't be able to buy a gun but not be able to drink. Like that doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? Like how is one legal and one not? And again, it's part of the culture. It's where we live. We live in a action hero, fantasizing society where everybody wants to be a hero.
And where the villains are heroes too. Like we see the Joker.
Right.
The Joker's cool. Michael B. Jordan's character was super dope, right?
Right.
So we want to be like that, whether
It was.
Settle down, Erica.
No, I don't mean like that. But like the Joker was literally like my favorite character in the movie.
Yeah.
He's a villain, but he's like you're not a bad guy. Like he's cool.
And
he's
that
funny.
in that movie, watching Heath Ledger play the Joker, that character was more talked about than any other character in any other Batman series ever.
You're
like
not even talking about
people,
Batman.
Right.
You know
People don't even know about
Yeah.
that movie, but they know that was not only was it Heath Ledger's last movie, but the character that he played, that villain was so sinister, like it touched people. And that people fantasize about that. People when you have people see something like that and they admire it so much, they want to pick up those qualities.
Yeah.
They want to have some of those traits in themselves.
Yeah, and I don't want to sound like the old guy, you know what I'm saying? But video games, like what are we watching? Like kids have access to everything now.
Yeah.
You could be scrolling through YouTube. They could be doing it innocently too.
Yeah.
You could be just looking up funny videos or makeup tutorials, and you're gonna come across eventually the way YouTube's linked.
Right.
Bullying, school fight, and then chopping off heads in Mexico. You know, like
you can see everything.
you can see anything and everything.
Yeah.
And so parents, that's your job. Life is different than it was when we were kids. It's your job to really monitor what you're letting your kids have access to.
Right.
Not every 8-year-old needs a cell phone.
Right.
True. Indeed.
That goes into the cons of social media.
Yeah.
But nowadays, like the entertainment industry, period, whether it's movies, video games, just regular TV, social media, YouTube, whatever it is, like stuff is so common now.
Yeah.
To see people get killed, raped, fights, all of that. Like everybody's desensitized to it. And like Illuminate was saying, you know, healed people don't hurt people.
Yeah.
Hurt people hurt people.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of healing those that are hurting to help prevent these issues.
Yeah.
And I mean, we've seen the prevalency of sexual harassment cases the past 6 months, like heavy.
Right.
People, I mean, even out here, Steve Wynn resigned from his role of being Steve Wynn.
Right.
Right.
You know, I mean, he resigned from his own company that he owns because of accusations that he's facing right now.
Right.
And even with that, like, why are these guys doing it? We keep looking at these guys like they're evil, and they are. It's an evil heart, evil desires. But what's causing that evil desire to think that they can just have this money and manhandle any woman they see? You got to pray for them too, you know?
Right.
We got a phone call right now. Caller, you are live on the line. What's your name? Where are you calling from? And what's your take?
Albert, I'm calling from Vegas.
What's up, Albert?
Hey. Yeah, with the issue with the Florida shooting, I think it's really more than one answer to solving that problem. I think one is we need to spread more love. You guys kind of hit on it.
Yeah.
You know that the nation is full of so much hate. Everyone hates someone for some reason.
Yeah.
You know, whatever it is, and we really, as Christians, we have to do more to overcome the hate. You know, we have to spread more love, and also I think that the shooting is just a symptom of something deeper. Mm-hmm. You know, no one is just going to go and kill people just because I think if you check the history behind the guy that did the shooting, he had other problems. So I think the shooting is just a symptom of something deeper.
Yeah.
I agree.
And the fact that we've seen that many times on TV, and let's face it, they put these guys' names all over TV. So if you're feeling like you're a loner kid and no one cares about you, what are you going to do to get your name out there? You know, because we saw the dude from out here, Albert. You know, the Mandalay Bay shooter, which I don't name these people's names, but we saw his name everywhere. We barely saw the victims.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And so people see this stuff, and guess what? Let's recreate that, because even if I get killed, my name's going to be in the history books, which is disgusting that we do that, and the media does that, and we give these people attention. I don't want to see their faces.
Right.
I don't want to see this kid's face. Go ahead.
I was just thinking the same thing about they're going to do whatever it takes to get attention. If I have to die to get attention, and then the media, like you said, the media and other avenues give the suspect more attention than the victim.
Yeah.
So, you know, I totally agree with you guys.
Yep. Well, Albert, thanks for calling in, bro.
No problem.
And thanks for tuning in all the time.
Okay.
Yo, if anybody else wants to call in and give your take on this, call us up 702-632-8255. 888-608-3259. If you're listening on the app, all you have to do is push the call button, and it'll call directly to the radio station right now. Yeah, man. I mean, we do need to love each other more. We need to show more love. Like I said, to the people around you, that's where it starts. And then, just going from there.
Yeah, it's funny. I'm thinking about this happened last week at my house. So my daughter, 7 years old, she's in the 2nd grade, and this year she went to a different school. She used to go to a private school. She went to private school last year, and now she's in a charter school. And looking at both of these schools, they both have, security protocols. They have a lot of things in place to prevent these things from happening.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say like one school is better than the other, but they're different.
Charter schools are better than public schools.
I mean,
I'll
of course, but my daughter was in a private school, and as far as the
private
private
school,
charter,
okay,
the private to charter, and so charter is obviously way cheaper, but at this school they both have security, and that's a field I've always studied, even worked in. So at both schools, I feel like they have definitely enough to keep these kids safe. I mean, you don't need military personnel, in an elementary school, but there was something that happened. My daughter came home, I was talking to her about her grades because there was a gap in the learning, but from her changing schools.
Yeah.
And so she was a little behind on something. And I asked her a question, and I said, "You are smart." Like, I told her this, I said, "You're smarter than that. You know these answers," so on and so. I'm just telling her how smart she is. And she started crying. And
wow.
It kind of bothered me because I'm like, wait, whoa, like I'm not mad at you. What? And long story short, she told me that a girl at school was calling her stupid.
Wow.
Was telling her that she was stupid because she didn't know things right away. Because she had to stop and think to give an answer. In that time, this girl would tell her that she's stupid.
Wow.
And with me telling I didn't even know that. With me telling my daughter how smart she is and how intelligent she is, it changed something.
Yeah.
Her whole attitude about homework and her mindset, the way she acts about it, is completely different in just 1 week.
Yeah.
Like everything changed that day from me taking 2 minutes talking to my daughter about her grades and listening to my 7-year-old, because as parents, we tell our 7-year-olds what to think. We don't stop and go, wait a minute, they have a brain.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Yeah.
We tell them, don't be stupid. Don't do that. That's dumb. Stop and ask, why did you do that?
Yeah.
Let them figure it out. And eventually they'll go, you know what? That wasn't the right thing to do. I probably should have done this. And that lasts longer than you just yelling at them, disciplining them, screaming at them. But the point is, how many kids, because there's a difference in morale in the private school my daughter was in, going to this charter school where there's more, I would say, not to insult anyone, but the quality of parenting is probably lower. And it reflects through the kids in this school.
And kids learn that from their parents. They're
exactly.
You're not calling people dumb unless your parents are
somebody at home is saying that. You know what I mean?
You're learning that from somewhere, or from other kids in school whose parents. So it's a domino effect.
And when you go to a public school, and then you have some public schools that are good, then some areas they just get worse and worse and worse. And you have these kids grow up in that, and nobody at home is listening or talking to them or trying to change that mindset.
Yep.
And you have people maybe not become a school shooter, but they become a drug addict, or they become a prostitute, or they become something else in society that we look down on, and we just look at them like, you made a bunch of bad decisions in life.
Yeah.
And here it is in 2nd grade, my daughter is already being affected because someone called her a name.
Yep.
So
it's crazy.
Right. There's a culture that...
And it's sad because kids that age usually have a loving heart still. And
right.
They learn this stuff. They learn racism. They learn hate.
Yeah.
They learn jealousy. It's not something you're born with.
Right.
How many kids you see, they're 2 years old, they're sharing, you give them a cupcake, they're sharing it with someone else like, hey, stop.
Yeah.
You got to tell them to stop sharing it too much.
Yeah.
But, we're going to get into another song from KJ52 featuring Dayton. This is a brand new track. Jonah Part 2 just dropped today. So we're going to get into this track right now. When we come back, we're going to let you know why LeBron James and Kevin Durant should just shut up and dribble. Right here, Speak Life Radio, New Music Friday.
All I have was Jesus and a family. All I have
religion. Then they said I made a wrong decision. I can't just fall, still I'm on a mission. Still I stand behind the bars, kinda like I gone to prison. I got a vision, I listen, my savior gonna risen. My God is still upon the throne when you wanna diss him. The old me is dead and gone, I ain't gonna miss him. My God had to subtract just like it's long division. Yeah. They still think I'm kinda odd. Part-time rapper, I'm a full-time man of God. You see the rock that I'm standing on, all you ever see is the green like it's camouflage. I got a team and we standing strong. One hand at you, another hand at God. But through it all, I ain't planning to fall. Plus he guides my every move, like the dude in Avatar. And all I had was Jesus and the family. All I had was Jesus and the family. All I had was Jesus and the family. Y'all ain't understand me, I ain't had a plan B. And all I had was Jesus and the family. All I had was Jesus and the family. All I had is Jesus and the family. I ain't got a plan B now. They say that God is in the details. I say that God is taking 3 nails. Paid it all up on the cross when he prevailed. When the devil had me locked down, but he failed. What you see here, I'm just an eyewitness. So I'm running back to him like the line of scrimmage. You can't tell me now that I'm finished. But you missed the balls, kinda like a blind gymnast. Blind gymnast, man, you can't see. I rock it tighter than your pants be. So if I'm silent and I can't speak, I be speaking all up in my ears like a hands-free. You can slam me, ban me, all I ever got was this. Never had a plan B. I got no limits to his plans B. All I ever had, that was Jesus and the family.
All I got in this life is my squad and the mic that I use to speak into the darkness when I call him the light. I got the Holy Spirit, my heavenly Father in Christ that I serve with all of my might. And I follow despite the persecution, this promise. They say this calling's a plight. But in my past, I wasn't scared of a brawl or a fight. Why would that change? Especially now when God has been right there beside me fighting my battles. Demons fall at the sight of my king. He stands taller than Godzilla stands, so I'm safe. I feel like Ann and King Kong's gorilla hands. Who lied to Satan and told him that there's still a chance? It is written only the army of God will advance. A plan B would just be man-made, so I'm banking on plan A. And no, I can't sway. In the face of death, I worship with my hands raised. I will give it all for Jesus and my family.
And all I had was Jesus and the family. All I had was Jesus and the family. All I had was Jesus and the family. Y'all ain't understand me, I ain't had a plan B. And all I had was Jesus and the family. All I had was Jesus and the family. All I had is Jesus and the family. I ain't got a plan B now. All I had was Jesus and the family. All I had was Jesus and the family. All I had was Jesus and the family. Y'all ain't understand me, I ain't had a plan B.
Yeah, that's a dope new track from KJ52, All I Had, featuring Dayton right here on Guerilla Cross Speak Life Radio, New Music Friday. Man, really dope track right there. The new album's out now. Make sure you go and get that. Follow him everywhere at KJ52. And a big shout out to Dayton on that feature, man. Really dope track. We do play the best music, positive and Christian hip hop right here on Speak Life Radio, New Music Friday. We got some more coming up from Sun Woe and D1 that we're going to be playing as well. And if we have time, we're going to play one from Swoop that we played last week that I like a lot from his new album, Sunshine. So a lot of good music coming out, so make sure you guys keep up. Really dope stuff happening. So, man, I want to get into, speaking of racism, we're going to talk about some racism right now. Someone said Kevin Durant and LeBron James should just shut up and dribble. So we're going to get into this. It's a Fox News report. Kevin Durant and LeBron James did a show for Carrie Champion. It's like a podcast where she's in the car riding around with Carrie or something like that. And they're talking about politics and all that. So we're going to get into what she had to say about this interview. And it is going to disturb some of you, and some of you might love it.
All right, we're going to create a new banner. This is a Jum Doc alert. NBA superstar LeBron James is talking politics again, and this time it's R-rated. Here's his barely intelligible, not to mention ungrammatical take on President Trump in a new ESPN podcast.
The number one job in America, the point of person, is someone who doesn't understand the people and really don't give a about the people.
But wait, there's more gripping insight. ESPN host Carrie Champion asked James and fellow NBA star Kevin Durant about what she described as Trump's racist comments.
I feel like our team as a country is not ran by a great coach. It's not even a surprise when he says something. It's not even a surprise. It's like laughable. It's like
it's laughable.
It's laughable and it's scary.
But it's also scary because I shouldn't be numb to your racist comments.
Right.
I shouldn't be numb to your behavior.
I'm numb to this commentary. Like, must they run their mouths like that? Unfortunately, a lot of kids and some adults take these ignorant comments seriously. Look, there might be a cautionary lesson in LeBron for kids. This is what happens when you attempt to leave high school a year early to join the NBA. And it's always unwise to seek political advice from someone who gets paid $100 million a year to bounce a ball. Oh, and LeBron and Kevin, you're great players, but no one voted for you. Millions elected Trump to be their coach. So keep the political commentary to yourself, or as someone once said, shut up and dribble. We'll be right back.
Good.
I'm still trying to get over the fact that Kevin Durant said, I feel like our country is not ran by a great coach. Does that mean I should go for a ran tomorrow morning before my radio show? Oh, my goodness.
Is it as cool as...
So she's obviously a white lady. Laura something from Fox News. So much in there, so blatantly hateful and racist. Just shut up and dribble. I mean, first of all, going there. God. Second of all, LeBron James graduated high school and then went to the NBA. He didn't skip a year in the NBA. And even if he did skip a year of high school, who cares? He's making a lot of money. He's not just dribbling a basketball. He's running a lot of businesses. A very successful man. Sorry if Kevin Durant isn't as articulate as you, white lady on TV. And he said ran instead of run. Maybe you should go for a ran in the morning. And let me know where you're running. And my car might accidentally ran you over. But I really do want to accidentally spill hot coffee from McDonald's, the scorching hot that people get sued with. Hot coffee in her lap. Steve, what's your take? I know these are issues you tackle a lot on social media.
Man, where do I start? All right. It's funny. When you asked me about that, I was like, I haven't read anything. And then I looked up and I saw a couple memes about it. Hearing this lady speak, this is typical Fox News banter. This is what they do.
And I don't watch Fox that much, so
exactly.
If it's that blatantly racist, I mean, I guess I'm happy that you're blatant about it.
So here's the thing. Here's how they get around being racist. They don't use the N-word, obviously. They don't say any slurs. They won't come out and say anything indirectly. If you listen to how she's talking, she's just continually insinuating certain things. Where if you have half a brain, you understand everything she's insinuating.
Shut up and dribble.
Right, exactly.
We know what that means.
So here's the thing. She's actually doing to LeBron James and Kevin Durant what she's accusing LeBron James and Kevin Durant of doing to the president, right? But when they shouldn't do it because they get paid hundreds of millions of dollars to dribble a ball. So they don't have the right to have an opinion about anything else.
A voice because you're all you are is a baller.
All you are is a basketball player, and you're overpaid in life. So just take your money, go home, and shut up.
And the funny thing at the very beginning, she said, "Jum jock."
Yeah, jum jock.
So she was supposed to say "dumb jock" alert.
Right.
So speaking of articulation, woman, you said that wrong, and that's ignorant anyways.
And you get paid to articulate well. So
pretty much.
So here's my thing for anybody who wants to argue with me about the whole shut up and play ball. They told Colin Kaepernick, shut up and play ball. Anytime a basketball sports player, anytime a player says something that they don't like, shut up and play your sport.
Well, the slave owner said this stuff too.
Exactly.
So it's the same thing. Shut up and work. Shut up and
Right. So
shut up and dance.
Here's my thing. Correct. They do make millions of dollars to play basketball. However, they still play basketball. They run businesses. They take care of their families. They're Americans, and their job is to play basketball. And they're business owners, and they are independent contractors or CEOs of companies, XYZ, so on and so forth. Now, in comparison, the president of the United States, you know what he was before he was the president of the United States? He was basically a real estate mogul who made hundreds of millions and even billions of dollars doing what? Selling real estate. He didn't make that money doing politics. He didn't make that money being a politician. He didn't make that money being some kind of educator or well-articulated person, because he still is not well-articulated. It's gross how bad this person speaks who runs our country. However, neither here nor there, doesn't really matter. Why isn't Fox News telling the president to shut up and stick to what he knows, which is having casinos shut down and building towers? But they don't. Why? Because he's on their team. They have a team. This is the division that certain news networks put out purposely, but they do it in a way where they just use words and insinuate instead of actually saying. They have a specific fan base for a reason. All the people who get on that show are always on the same side. That's not a coincidence. They know who they're bringing on their show to talk about certain things. And the media wants to cause this
division. They want it to go viral.
Exactly.
Because guess what happens? Now some of my black friends will take this. Oh, look at what white people do.
Right.
Not all white people think like this lady. There are a lot, probably, that do think like this lady. And it's not all white people.
And here's the thing. Every time they post something like this and you read that headline and you get mad and you click it, you know what you did? You just put money in their pocket. And here's what I tell people, especially this lady Tammy. And I'm just going to call her Tammy. I'm not going to say her real name. She's on Twitter. She's a white girl. She hates everybody. Y'all know who I'm talking about. She's always on Fox. I'm calling her Tammy. She says the retarded stuff that doesn't, if she was your friend and she said this stuff to you, you just be like, girl, bye, get out my face. You were just dumb. But when she says something online, people click it. So she gets Twitter followers, she gets retweets, she gets mentions, people screenshot. All those things are tracked. And you know what happens? All the people who pay her to do the stupid stuff she does, they say, well, she still got over 1 million followers. She still gets 100,000 clicks a day.
Yeah, we live in the clickbait world.
And that's what happens. So stop clicking this stuff. Stop giving these people attention.
Yeah.
And eventually the viral aspect of it will go away.
Yeah.
And they'll just be where they belong, off in a corner by themselves, being racist with their racist friends and
Erica,
out of our hair.
Erica, what's your take? We'll let you talk, because Steve
I
almost started his own
don't
show.
wanna talk.
Steve almost started his own show.
I honestly don't want to say
I'm on the
anything.
radio. I don't want to talk. Talk.
No, it's
How do you
not,
feel about this
it's
white
not-
lady?
Yeah, so
Because I saw your face. That's the thing. You're on camera the whole time.
I know.
Your
and that's
facial
the
expressions
bad
give
part.
everything away.
I know.
It's good though.
I honestly think the news should stick to the news.
Oh.
Shut up and report.
Shut up and do your job.
Shut up and report.
I think the things that she says is very, very insulting, very degrading. It is evident that a form of slavery in a sense still exists.
Yep.
Because you're still carrying that attitude of, sports is only good for the black people. And it's like back in the day when they used to have a jester. Like, that's all you do. You're here to entertain us and nothing else.
Yep. Right.
So that's what she's saying. Yeah. Like, you're here for entertainment and nothing else.
Yep.
Right.
But on the flip side, like, that's not news. That's why I don't watch the news. Like, who are you to even say anything about him? Like, do you study basketball? Do you study what they have to go through? Do you study what it takes to become an NBA player? Like,
do you know that LeBron doesn't even dribble half the time when he runs to the basket?
I mean, like, are you mad because he makes millions and you're just a news reporter? Yeah. Like, I don't.
That's part of it.
That's a lot of it. They don't want to see these people making all this money just to play ball. Maybe you should have played ball.
Maybe she should have.
A lot of it.
She should try it and see how difficult it is.
Let Erica keep going, Steve.
Yeah.
But like, for what Steve was saying, like with social media, goes back to pros and cons. Where we fail as a people, we see stuff like this and it comes and we're instantly sharing and clicking. You're instantly giving them fame. And that's how, unfortunately, like now, that's how people make their money, by clicks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and I've been saying this forever, like every time stuff comes on social media, like stop sharing this crap. Like stop. But we're so like hooked and we're so addicted. Like we just gotta help But I think if we stop that, that would help shut these people up because that's how they get paid. So that's going to shut their company down, and now they have no outlet.
But at the same time, I think it's also the pro and con about that is bringing awareness to people like this out there that are running and being a part of news media, because unfortunately, even off social media, there's a lot of people watching this lady thinking like, yeah, you're right. He, not even thinking that and feeding into the garbage, she's spreading out there.
Right.
Yeah, but I think there should be a way to like come against that stuff instead of just by social media. Because just because you share it everywhere doesn't mean any type of repercussion is going to happen to her.
Right.
You know what I mean? There should be a way to bring a repercussion or consequence or fire her personally.
But it's Fox, so they're not going to do that.
I'm just saying, like, there should be a way to shut that down without, you know what I'm saying, necessarily having to process or having to, post about it. And now, we see these thousands of angry people posting. Like, it shouldn't take that.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going to delete my post.
It goes back to culture. I mean, we do live in a very, I would say, even extreme culture now where everything is polar. You're either north or south, you're in or out, you're for or against. People would say like, who are you voting for? Did you vote for Trump? Did you vote for this person? And somebody asked me, they were like, what do you think about Trump and this and this and that and this and that? And I gave my opinion about him. I was like, have no idea what he would do as president, but as a person, don't really like him, not voting for him. Instantly, I was hit with, how are you going to vote for Hillary then? Whoa, time out. I didn't say I was voting for her. Like, slow down. Like, so we get into this situation where it's like, who do you think is going to win the finals? Well, I like LeBron James. Oh, are you a Cleveland fan? Or are you just a LeBron bandwagon fan? It's Golden State all day, baby. And it's, whoa, time out. Hold up. Like, slow down. You know what I mean? We jump to so many conclusions that are so extreme in everything in life now that we don't stop to listen to the details. That lady, she didn't listen to what they were saying.
She didn't care.
She heard that they said something that wasn't pleasing about the president who she loves and instantly just found every little thing she could to badger them and shoot them down and just say negative. Why even waste your viewers' time with that if you don't like it? There are certain athletes I don't like, certain actors, actresses. You know what I do with people I don't like? I don't talk about them.
It was to deflect the people from listening to what they were actually saying.
Right.
It's a deflection.
And it was to put them down, acting like their voice
isn't
really important.
To discredit
that voice
them.
was important.
Right.
Important for them to even be able to talk like that and talk about that and talk about those
Freedom
issues.
of speech doesn't apply to them.
Exactly. So we're gonna jump into another song, and when we come back, we're gonna have the indie artist music review live here on Speak Life Radio. We got a lot of submissions. We're gonna play 5 or 6 or 7, however many we can get in. You can see Erica's face. We're going to jump into this new track from D1 called Love Always Wins off his latest album, Slingshot David. He just dropped a video for this today. So we're going to play this right now. Love Always Wins featuring 7th Streeter right here, Guerilla Cross. Speak Life Radio.
Back and forth and round again. Living in a world where everybody ain't your friend. And gravity keeps pulling me, it's taking all my energy. I've seen defeat and I don't know what's left of me. But I know that love will always win.
D1, yeah. Looking in the mirror and I'm thinking, dang, I feel like a hypocrite, man, I'm so ashamed. Yo, I feel lost, I feel two-faced. I'm looking in the sky thinking, God, I need grace. I cheated on girls and I cheated on tests. I had a gun to my head, but I cheated death. Dawg, I've been battling some serious demons, but I'm still breathing, and love is the reason.
Back and forth and round again. Living in a world where everybody ain't your friend. Oh, gravity keeps pulling me, taking all my energy. I've seen defeat and I don't know what's left of me. But I know that love will
kids don't even dream. Turn on the TV screen, every scene is obscene. Too many false prophets, demons with deals, cowards with guns, thinking they real. Man, people so lost, I see it every day, especially around my way, New Orleans where I stay. God, you been my rock, my savior, and my friend, and you taught me the ultimate law. Love always wins.
Back and forth and round again. Living in a world where everybody ain't your friend, and it kept pulling me down. It's taking all my energy. I've seen it fade, and I don't know what's left of me, but I know that love will always win. I don't wanna be another number. I don't wanna be another face. Just had it in a crowd full of people feeling the same.
From the bottom of my heart.
No, back and forth.
Yeah.
Around again.
Real talk.
Living in a world everybody ain't your
Yeah, brand new track from D1, Love Always Wins, right here on Guerilla Cross Speak Life Radio, featuring 7 Streeter. That's off his latest album, Slingshot David. Like I said, the video's out now, so make sure you check that out. We're going to have that link up on GorillaCross.com soon. Man, really dope track, and I think that's a good track to kind of follow up with what we were talking about. So, man, if you guys have questions or comments, make sure you hit us up in the Facebook live chat or hit us up on Twitter at Guerilla Cross and give us your take on anything we're talking about today. But yeah, deep subjects, and I think that song is important right there because love does always win. And I think we've reiterated that all show. Like, love is the only way there's going to be change. And you need to start with loving yourself first to be able to love other people and be an influence on people's lives. And like Illuminate said, get out there in your community. What are you doing in your community? If we would all take our community serious enough and, individually change what's going on in our communities, I think a lot more change would happen. So that's very important. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. If you're listening or watching on Facebook Live, please share the post because we're getting into the indie artist music review right now. And yeah, we're just going to jump into it. This is one of Erica's favorite segments. So I said indie artist music review, and she said, I'm there.
I did.
She's like, I'm running right now. I'm running.
And I did, and I ran.
Yeah, she went for a ran.
I went for my ran.
She went for her morning ran. And so, Steve, this is your first time, so we'll give you a little clue on how it works. I'm not sure if you've listened to the show before and have heard it, but, we play a song or maybe like a verse and a hook of each song, and then we'll go around and give, like, constructive criticism. If it's not a good song, the mix is bad, the flow's off, the beat's not good, give your pros and cons on the song.
All right.
Sometimes the songs are really bad. Just being honest.
I can only imagine.
Sometimes the songs are really good. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get into, this is my man. This one's not really fair because this dude, ever since he submitted the song last year during this segment, my man Chaz Hoffler, that song's still in rotation on Guerilla Cross Radio. So this segment does help you not only get constructive criticism, but you might get placement on the radio station. Not that we're like blowing up too big, but hey, you can get on the regular rotation if your song's dope. So, but we are here to give you constructive criticism. If you're an artist, we want all you guys to make it. But there are steps you need to do to be able to get to that place in your music career, with the quality of your music, to be able to make it. You feel me? So we're gonna get into. It's called Melanin Matters, and we don't listen to these songs first, so we just play them. So you'll get our reaction as they're happening. This is Chaz Hoffler, Melanin Matter, right here, Guerilla Cross Speak Live Radio.
Chains off, take the chains off me. I just wanna be free. Is it Moses, Malcolm, or Martin? Yes, Marley, Marshall, and Marcus. Mary, McLeod, and Mega. Is it Maya or Mandela? Mary, Messiah, Mary. Amen. Mary, Mary, and Mary. Wow, merit, mercy, the martyrs. Yeah, is it money, Micah, Muhammad? Farrakhan called for 1 million man's march. What if I called for 1 million heirs march? Could the poor come together with the billionaires? Or would the people show up like when Billy Graham talked? I'm trying to uproot what Willie Lynch taught, and where the Puritans and Pilgrims went wrong. I just want to be free. Is it Michelangelo's muse? Hold Michael's music on mute. Is it Michael Mambo or Magic? Can we mirror America's madness? It's 1 million man marches. Macon and Marcy. Make drama the money roll. Many Miles Monroes. See, we manifold the message. And we manifest the method. See, Melchizedek the majestic. But the man's mistress in Mecca. Some manuscripts after manuscripts. Magi the magistrates. Making money for massa. But does my melanin matter? But does my melanin matter? Just wanna be free. Take the chains off me. Just wanna be free. Take the chains off me.
Yeah, that's Chaz Hoffler, Melanin Matter, right here, Guerilla Cross Speak Live Radio, Indie Artist Music Review. And I think that beat is from someone else, if I'm not mistaken. J. Cole, maybe? I don't know. But I was waiting for a beat to actually kick in. And so, I liked it. Like, lyrically was super dope. Talking about a lot. But I did, like, halfway through, I was waiting for a beat to actually kick in and go a little bit harder. So that's the only thing. Like, the beat, to me, just kept doing the same thing. And you start losing it, and you kind of lose. For me, I lost focus on the lyrics halfway through because I'm waiting for the beat to kick in. But go ahead, Steve.
Exact same thing. I was waiting on the beat to drop. Like, I was waiting on, I thought it started off like, okay, I'm hearing it. Yeah. And I was waiting on that point where where the beat dropped.
Yeah.
And then he just kind of like go in a little harder. You know what I mean? With the lyrics. And it didn't happen. But I thought the message was cool. It was a little dead space in a couple parts of the song, and part of that is because like the beat never.
Yeah, the beat usually fills up the dead space.
The beat didn't really, change any. But I mean, hey, it's good work. I feel like mixtape, at least.
Yeah.
Not
Erica.
Bad. Not bad.
Yeah, so definitely not for radio. I was waiting for like some spoken word artist to pop out and start spitting or something. You know what I mean? Because the beat never came in. No real rapping or like real lyrics never came in. So I'm like, okay, like is there a spoken word person about to pop out somewhere? But I mean, it was chill.
And he has a dope voice. I mean, he could definitely flow.
Yeah.
That was.
But I was waiting for more. I did want the beat to kick in, but they're saying it's a J. Cole beat, so I would have just added to the J. Cole beat.
Yeah.
But anyways, he is a dope artist. Make sure you check him out. Chaz Hoffler. He has a new song on Guerilla Cross right now called Infiltration. So check that out and some more. So we're going to get into this next track. Dang, they're cussing on the instrumental. Nazarene C, Tipping the Cup, right here, Guerilla Cross Speak Live Radio.
Demons in my sleep. I lay awake in bed thinking I should use the sheet for a noose. What's the use fighting voices in my head? Images torment me of the long departed dead. My mother died, father fried, yeah, I'm broke inside. When I decide to ride, it's usually for false pride. The outcome, what's the trinity for bangers? You'll find it hard to squeeze on me if I cut off your fingers. Got me staring in the mirror, trying to see myself clear, but all I got was a glimpse of a ghost who disappeared into the distance, dragging chains of the flesh. What a mess. And demons try to tell me how an evil mind's blessed. In a straight jacket of sin, I heard the Lord say confess. This ain't your home, you're visiting, and soon you'll lay to rest. In the west, playing chess with the angels of death. In the service of the king, but we ain't after a check. Nah.
Lower spine, got him stuck in rewind. The yelling in his mind, a barking with no bite. A picture of Cain standing over blood stains. Innocent infected Adam in the negative mathematics. Plus the crucified God's only son. Equal sheep to the slaughter. Live like a sinner or die the death of a living sick martyr. Mad Hatter lost his mind. Lord knows that he tried. Chester Cat say cheese to the faces of death. In a world with no rest. Has an ear, let them hear, living in fear, trembling to his next ear. Liquor sick, liquefied brain just to kill insane. Gangrene in his memory, can't see his chatterboxing enemy. Doesn't know that victory is his destiny.
Yeah, that's Nazarene C, Tipping the Cup right here, Guerilla Cross Speak Live Radio, Indie Artist Music Review. Erica, what do you think?
So I think it's cool. I actually kind of liked it. And I'm not a professional in this area, but could it have been like mixed a little better? Like I felt like the music was a little bit in competition with his vocals.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the vocals could have been beefed up a little bit, but
yeah.
But it wasn't a horrible mix.
No, it wasn't horrible. I just think it was kind of, they were battling each other out a little bit.
And if you're an artist and we're giving you critiques, sorry to cut you off, and you want to call in and give us feedback on our critique, hit us up, 702-608-3259. Once again, that phone number is 702-608-3259. You can give us feedback on our feedback. So go ahead.
Just for me, I think the hook was cool, but there's a part like towards the end where it would like cut and swap, so I think that transition could have been a little better, unless that was like the effect he was going for. But there's got to be a way to make that smoother.
Yeah, Steve.
Beat was dope. I thought the lyrics were dope. The mix of, like you were saying, the mix where it sounded like the beat and the lyrics were kind of competing with each other. I think a part of that is delivery. His delivery. He emphasized certain words, but there wasn't enough bite on those words. When you listen to an artist like Eminem, his voice is very squeaky, but often you'll hear him sound like, you know what I mean? Like it's got like a gritty. Like,
I must have missed that song.
You know
what song was that called?
Like, okay, like you hear, like
I know what you're talking about.
You hear like his commercial songs, like I'm Slim Shady or something, and then you hear like I am like I sit back with this bag. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
like,
Steve's trying to break out his lyrical skills. There you go, Steve.
But that's what I feel like that song was missing. You know what I mean? Was that emotion, that passion, and like especially with the second verse, because the rhyme pattern wasn't a normal rhyme pattern where you have a bar and rhyme on the end. You know, it was a little different. but that delivery of putting that extra passion, like I feel like after he was done like doing this song, he should have been like exhausted. Like that's the kind of energy you have to put in a song like this, because if not, the dope lyrics kind of get overshadowed because they're competing with the beat, and people just kind of lose interest in hearing what you're saying. Like I love lyrics, so I'm always listening. Like, what is he saying? How is he rhyming? You know what I mean? Oh, he rhymed a word with orange. Like, you know what I mean? So those things get my attention.
Yeah.
But it's if it's not delivered right, you just lose interest before you get to the best parts.
Yeah, and I feel all those aspects. I thought it was a good song. He sent some stuff before, too. I'm not sure if we played none here or not, but he makes some good music. So, yeah, maybe beef up the lyrics a little bit, maybe delivery, get a little harder, like Steve said. But I think overall it's a good song. It could definitely be played. So we're going to get into the next track right here, Guerilla Cross Speak Life Radio, Indie Artist Music Review. I'm not telling you the artist's name right now.
It's going to go to the Lakers. I'm going to speak it into existence. Only one person ready for this. It's that ball boy. I know I must be a genius to plan it this way. His number's always been number 2, and guess where he going? Number 2. To the Lakers, baby. Here we come.
Ever since a child, your boy been a star. Light skin, colored eyes, I've always looked apart. People looking crazy, asking, is it hard? I just laugh, cause I know they talking about LeVar. Y'all can hate him, that's my pops though. First one that's there for me once it got cold. Listen to the story, not just how it's told. Yelling he the devil, but yet you the one who sold your soul. Never turn road, just had to maneuver through a few cones. There's jewelers eyeing us, randos, ZO2s by the shoes and the sandals. Man, I hope the brand goes. Pop's working every week, doing different shows. Firing up the fans, firing up the foes. They're just a bunch of candles. I guess when you get in green, that's how it all go.
Yeah, so I'm going to let Erica go at it first. What do you think?
That was nice and mellow.
What else?
That's all I have to say.
That's it? Nice and mellow?
Yep.
Anyways, Steve knew who it was right off the bat. That's Lonzo Ball. He just dropped an album. Why the heck are you dropping albums, bro? Get in the gym, drink some milk, get those bones a little healthier because you're kind of brittle. I don't know why Lonzo Ball is making music.
Bored, I guess. I don't know. Like,
what are you doing, Lonzo? And he's going to sell music, so that's why he's doing it. Because Big Baller Brand knows they can do anything. And people are going to give it attention, like us at Guerilla Cross. Give it attention and actually play his horrible music.
Oh, gosh, man, like
the recording quality was good though.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he can afford a decent engineer and some sound guys and studio equipment. But there's just some things you cannot buy.
Yeah.
And
anyways,
so
we're gonna get back into the real music. This is Russell Stickler with Mask Off, right here, Speak Life Radio.
So you think you knock hard like a piston in this Buick? Would you listen? Feeling fluid like your fiction system. Tune in when you're ruined. Only God when it's hard. Lives broken when you're sawed. Gomorrah when you're not. Mask off or you're wrong. Paint a pretty picture so you're faking different pictures. For your sake, I hope your pictures get fixed for 50 slippers. For man is the judge of it. In the eyes in front of it. Lives at the covenant. Despised like the government. Strength up, I'm lifting day and night. Call the winning all lies when you're sending masks off. How fulfilling. Offending masses from their medicine. It's all lies, smell like a melanin. Hiding slaves, but I see they're selling them. Business savvy sorts, buying back the courts. NSC, you their record. Alive as electro pirate ports. Get away with murder and just lose them, sure the civilians screwed and amendments screws the way we live. Proposition, we need opposition. Manic my composition. Signs for those who listen. Holy church condition. Hate the sin and love the sin. Late beginner, shove the win. Mass sedative, dissimulative. Credit with who's been credited. Lies are not relative. I know you're hesitant. Learn this etiquette. Will they ever know? Will they ever see?
Yeah, that's Russell Stickler. Russell Sickler. My bad, I said Stickler like 5 times. Russell Sickler, Mask Off with the EDM breakdown. If you're watching the video, I got down right there. I got down right there.
You did. First time I've ever seen that in my life.
Me get down?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll never do that again either. It's just that EDM kicked in. You know, the white boy came out of me. I was like, I had that little Dragon Ball Z flame. You know what I'm saying?
Is that what white people do when they dance?
I guess. I don't know.
They mimicking superheroes?
They do some weird stuff. You know, being a driver out here and having EDC out here during the summer, see some weird stuff out here, bro. I'm telling you. So let's jump into the song. I like the song. So now going back to Lonzo Ball's song and hearing the mix on that, like somebody that probably spent a good $100,000 to get that album mixed and mastered and recorded.
Right.
And then you hear this afterwards. That's kind of where, like, it's still good, but yeah, maybe those lyrics could have been beefed up a little bit too. But it's hard because everybody's on a different budget. We don't got the big baller brand budget here, Steve.
Yeah.
But it was a good song. The EDM threw me off at the end.
Yeah.
But it was still cool. I mean, it was a good change up.
Yeah. That's where I think that's where a lot of
he can spit though. I mean, I thought it was good.
Yeah. With a lot of artists, I find like the problem isn't always like necessarily their lyrics or the beats that they have, but it's getting it mastered properly. You know, getting the sound put together right, finding an engineer that can do it. I mean, that's the part of it that costs money. And if you don't have that money, then you have to make sure that your delivery and the things you can control that don't cost money are on point.
And the mix was still good. I'm just comparing it. Like, I mean, we listened to.
Right. I mean, it wasn't bad.
What do you think about the song
though? Song was cool. It was certain parts I feel like it kind of sounded like he was reading.
Okay.
Like reading his lyrics. Yeah. You know what I mean? I like the beat.
A lot of artists do that even in the booth here. You could hear when they're reading it. So
right,
I usually make them take it back home, like record the rough version right now, memorize it, come back, record it so you can get the delivery.
Right.
Should just come to you like that so you can focus on the delivery.
Right. Little things like that will make your music just so much better, just way better. You have to put the time into it.
And he said he mixed it by himself. The track wasn't mastered due to time constraint. EP version will be mastered. So
okay.
And he said lyrics were memorized, Steve.
All right.
Jerk. And then he said,
right.
Then he said, Steve, you're a jerk, and you're late all the time. So who cares what you say? All right, Erica, what'd you think?
So I think the song was okay.
Anytime you get a long it's usually not a good thing.
No. Like, I think the song was okay. Like, I like the beat. You could tell that it would probably have
the EDM part?
The good bass in it, you know? I did actually. Like, yeah. I like when songs have a different mix of different styles of music.
Yeah.
I think that's dope when, you know, producers or whatever can actually do that and make it work.
Yeah.
But the song itself was dope. I think delivery could have been better.
Okay.
I think the delivery could have been better. I think it could have been a little more heartfelt, emotional. You know what I mean? Like, put yourself into the song when you're doing it. I think that could have helped.
Okay. So he memorized it, but it sounded like he was reading. So maybe put a little more into your lyrics and bring it to life a little more.
It's that putting that extra little umph and emphasis on certain words can change just the way it's perceived.
Yeah.
It takes to a whole new level, little bitty things. I mean, put your body into it. Be tired.
All right, we're jumping into this next one. My man D Hicks, Dallas Hicks right here, Guerilla Cross Speak Live Radio. Indie Artist Music Review. This is called Martyr right here, Guerilla Cross Speak Live Radio.
Martyr, I'm a martyr. Martyr, I'm a martyr. Martyr, I'm a martyr. Martyr, Lord, I'm a martyr. Lord, I'm a martyr. 40,000 Christians being persecuted every single day and every single night. Losing Especially for trying to implement a chip to control people who are scared to fight. A lot of things crooked in our system, even television, you know that's right. You know what, that's truth. There ain't no light, but you gotta be the word. Man, you know what my God says. If you're deep in his word, he's that key, there's everybody worshiping other gods when there's only one. Nonsense, you better off signing a deal with the devil and worshiping false idols and just follow his process. Just proclaim my God is nothing but the truth. He is nothing but the truth. So just shout it from the roof. Everything that I'm writing and scribing, I'm giving him glory. I'm never gonna stop, I'm reciting plain. There's no unity in our community. The all-consuming and assuming that I'll go and sugarcoat his name. They don't value Jesus. They don't value God. They just value self. They don't even frog. And they never frog. Never ever frog. Fully rely on God. Man, I hope that this hitting, and it's hitting you hard. I pray you depart from the dark and he's hitting your heart and you be in that spark. Woo! So let a light shine bright. Before the times get darker, I will die, plead the blood, Lord, I'm a martyr. Lights on, lights on, lights on. Can somebody turn the lights on? I'm sick of living my life in the dark. I'm about to spark, I'ma go ahead and be the one to bring them home. Lights on, lights on, lights on. Can somebody turn the lights on? I'm sick of living my life in the dark. I'm about to spark, I'ma go ahead and be the one to bring them home.
Yeah, that's D Hicks, Martyr, right here, Guerilla Cross Speak Live Radio. Indie Artist Music Review. We are reviewing your music live on the air, listening to it for the first time. I'll start with Erica because she's very smiley over there.
Man, so if I smile, I get picked.
No,
if I make a face, I get
listen,
picked.
you're the one in school. I know you would get picked on all the time when like, do we have any volunteers? And you would just make a face and they'd be like, you.
That's it.
Yeah, you definitely got those facial expressions.
So I think
That's
the song
the longest
was good.
so she's ever had.
I think the song was good.
Okay.
When it first started, though, I thought it was offbeat. So I don't know if it was just me.
You might have been offbeat.
Was it?
No, I said you might have been. I don't know. I didn't notice that.
Oh, okay. That's why I said it could have just been me.
Yeah.
But I thought the song was cool. So he was talking about being a martyr, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know being a martyr, like you got to really do some dope stuff to be considered a martyr. So then when he said,
you got to die for the
like,
cause.
They don't frog, I'm thinking like they don't leap, like they don't put in no action. But then he said fully rely on God. I was like, oh.
So you didn't like him rhyming God with frog.
No, he kept saying it. He was like, they
he
do
said
not
frog a couple times.
I was like, they don't leap, like they don't do nothing, like what? But the song was cool.
Yeah,
I thought it was cool.
I liked it too. I didn't like the part where he slowed down, because then he slowed down too much for that period of time. It's cool to do a slow down, but it was like da da da, and it was like too much of that. I want him to come back in with the faster flow quicker. But I mean, I've met D Hicks in real life, so he's a real cool dude. You know, he makes some good music, so I say keep going, and it's good. Steve, the critic.
Yeah, at first it started off, and I was kind of like, right when I was kind of getting to the point, like, okay, where is this going? It jumped in. The energy was good. I felt like delivery was good. It was pretty hype. I mean, for a minute I was like, all right, I could hit somebody in the head with a chair to this song. You know what I mean? Like this is, you know, you get a little crunk to it. But then, yeah, it got to a point where he did kind of, it felt like it slowed down where it was like, wait, like what happened to that energy? You know? But overall, I think it's a good song. Like you said, like the frog part, I was like, what are we talking about frogs? And then like he explains it, so I mean it's there. I mean obviously you know
about frogs,
and obviously the first time you hear a song, it's always like kind of new to you. You're really listening.
Practice.
But yeah, I would like to hear that energy, that high energy though, all the way through the song. But I mean overall,
it's
good
a dope
song.
concert
You know,
song for sure.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. That was the thing. Like I was thinking, like, man, I like to see this. I would like to see him live. Like I can hear in his voice that when he was recording it, he was moving around. You know what I mean? Like he was probably bouncing a little bit. You know,
you can't not bounce when you hear it. Like,
right.
You
know, the beat is there. And then the lyric content, it didn't get like too lyrical, and it wasn't like just terrible lyrics where it's just like, this guy can't rap. You know, so I mean, he was on point.
Yeah.
As far as it's concerned, I think that's my critique.
Yeah.
It was on point. So yeah.
And that's the thing. Some people make dope show tracks. Like, for instance, Social Club. I don't love listening to Social Club in the car. Going to one of their shows, super high energy, super dope. You know, I love hearing their music on stage.
Yeah.
So that's the balance that a lot of artists have a hard time creating is
what's live.
What's going to be live, what's going to be in your ears. So
right.
And then some songs just aren't hyped up. So like at a live show, it might not come off the same way. But we got Chaz Hoffler live on the line, calling to give us critique on our critique. What's good, son?
What's up, man?
Chillin', man. Cool track, bro. I like the track, but I did want more on the beat. So explain why you did that.
All right, so basically the concept is like it is like a spoken word. You know what I mean? It's not like a rap song, like just me going bar for bar with it.
Yeah.
So it was pretty much like a spoken word. And I think it kind of caught y'all off guard because y'all was expecting the beat to drop and all of that. But like I chose that beat because it doesn't have any drums. You know what I mean? It's just something I can just kind of get my thoughts out.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But it is a spoken word. You know what I mean? It's not really like a rap song. So, you know, I agree with y'all on that. The beat never dropped, but it wasn't really supposed to.
The beat wasn't supposed to drop, guys. Don't you understand? I'm an artist.
Got it.
It makes sense.
Yeah, you know, as an artist, it's like you want to do something different. It's like, you know, just a traditional song, verse, hook, verse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just kind of did something where, because I've actually performed this joint where, you know what I'm saying, I didn't have no beat at all. I just kind of performed it.
Yeah.
And it was like a spoken word. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
But, you know, like as an artist, and you know this, and I'm sure in your career you'll come across a lot. Sometimes, you know, people will hear something and they have no idea what your intention was behind it or what you were trying or attempting to do when you created it. And sometimes soon, like right now, I hear your explanation and I'm like, oh, okay, now it makes perfect sense, you know, for everything to happen and sound the way it did, as opposed to what I was expecting was more traditional. You know, the beat comes in, a few bars, and then the beat drops, then you go hard. And when you're expecting that and it doesn't happen,
yeah,
you know what I mean? The critique is based around that. So now hearing that, it's like, okay, that makes sense. And then you saying you performed it a cappella or with no beat before. So yeah, I mean, it makes sense now. Yeah.
But even that as a fan, like we wanted to hear the beat drop. So, you know, for me, the song would have sounded better with the beat dropping, but hey, that beat doesn't even have a drop in it because it's a mixtape beat. But man, I like the lyrics, dog, and you know, I like your voice on all the tracks you've sent me in the past. So I say just keep going, bro.
That.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it.
No doubt, man. Thanks for hitting us up.
Man. No problem.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the man, Chaz Hoffler. Really, really cool dude, man. Follow him on Facebook. He'll post up every 35 minutes, so you definitely won't miss his post. But shout out to him. I'm going to get into my man Calvin Cofield, called Own Lane, featuring Dre Murray and T. Hattie. We really don't like people sending tracks with features because sometimes the feature is going to sound better than the verse, and sometimes we don't know who's who. So we do ask the artists to send, you know, your best solo track if you can. But this is Calvin Cofield, Own Lane, right here, Guerilla Cross, Speak Live Radio. New Music Friday.
We ain't no lane.
turn your life up. Project Mayhem, welcome to the Fight Club. Trying to occupy y'all states for the call, cause everybody ain't in. Read the text on the wall. Facing that book, but some wanting us to fall. When November makes an entrance, they worship at the mall. Cleft pitch perfect for the resolution. I just pray Fox News show the revolution, cause it's a squad coming up to speak a solution. Hear the glitter airways, they speaking pollution. What you calling lame, we calling the movement. Die to self, flesh dead, get your body head to Houston and spread the good news to nerds and hood dudes. Now they craving the word, they love it like cooked food. Point them to the Christ and give them the right tools. Loving wives, raising kids, I'm talking them life moves. So loud.
We ain't the only to stop it, it's not enough. We're the light, we're shining just like some diamonds. We got our hands to the skies, to the throne, mate. Doing the will of our Father, we in our own lane.
You thought I lost on you? You ain't nowhere in my vision. Anytime you near us, you hear us, you see in the squad, you know we my business. It's him that we lifting. These bars that we lifting, these gifts that we shifting. He put it together, he made it a canvas war, major collision. Go ahead, stay directed. Nod your head and respect, now when you see me. Trying to figure me out, you can't see. 3 country need a spiritual lens, cause I'm in 3D. It's going hard right here, banging on CD. This is new anthem, put it on repeat. Detroit to the Chi-Town to the LA, on the winning team, and we going for the 3-peat. Gotta spit with the master, spit the match is lit, the flame and the natchez it. The gas is lit, I never been an average. The type dude, light it up, let the cameras click. I tell you, boy, sicker than a cancer stick. Cause your boy cut from a different fabric. I'm steady running down the block, that is maverick. The patch is lit, so don't call the ambulance. So any track that I touch, man, I damage it. People looking sideways, can't handle it. So only one judge, man, let his hammer hit. So go ahead, raise me up like I'm Lazarus. Yeah, we running with the king, I ain't talking LeBron. Yeah, we walking in the building, better sign your alarms. Man, focus on the sun, we don't focus on stars. Man, the way we making music, man, we dropping them bombs like
We ain't the only to stop it, it's not enough. We're the light, we're shining just like some diamonds. We got our hands to
Yeah.
Hey.
Yo, okay. Dre Murray's verse was the first verse on there after the singing. Man, I liked the track. It seemed a little too loud. Like the singing part sounded like I felt like I was being screamed at instead of sung to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I liked it still, but I wanted it to be a little more like you could be hard. You can get out there loud without it being screamy. And so I feel like it was kind of screamy. And like I said, when you have too many features on your song, like I don't know who you are. Right. If you're an indie artist, you know? Yeah! Hey. Overall good track, but I would like that like the singing part on the hook to be like more chill with it and flow better, like vibe, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, when the track first came on, and I thought Tyrese was about to just break into always Coca-Cola. Like you remember the you remember that?
Wait, can we critique Steve singing right now?
You remember that?
You guys want to call in and critique Steve's Coca-Cola jingle?
My Tyrese singing is terrible, but other than honestly, other than the hook, the singing, which kind of just got a little like you said, more like yelling. It was kind of drowning out. Some points it's kind of hard to understand what they were singing on the hook. Yeah. But the beat was dope.
Yeah.
The artist delivering the music was dope. The first guy, was you saying Ludacris? That's what I was thinking too. I thought
even
it, and I was trying to read your lips.
That's Dre Murray.
But it was
like him.
I mean, it's people can't pick your voice. But,
right.
But yeah, I mean, it's not an insult. I mean, I thought it was I thought the verse was dope. Both verses that we heard. My only real like critique of this song was just the hook just got a little drowny.
Yeah.
And kind of felt like I was being yelled at, and I had to reconfigure myself when I realized this wasn't the Tyrese Coke commercial.
Wow.
But other than that part, man, I thought it was a dope track.
All right, Erica, what do you think?
I liked it. Like I would listen to it on purpose.
Okay. So if you see Erica rolling down Fremont Street, or if you just see a car rolling down Fremont Street, and you hear yeah,
then you know it's Quan.
That's Erica. That's Erica.
You know it's Quan. No, but I think the song in and of itself was dope. I think the two different rap styles were dope. They went really well with the song. Their voices went really well with the song. It was just the hook for me.
Yeah.
It was definitely the hook for me. It was very screechish.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the only thing. If they want to tweak anything on the song, tweak the hook.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, it's already out there, so it's already on Rapzilla. So it's too late. The song is what it is. But
remix.
Redo it.
Redo it. All right,
they can redo it and send them another track, and they can just swap it out.
I think they're on the front page of Rapzilla, so they already paid that money.
That money spent.
Yeah, that money spent. So we're going to get into this next track. Another Calvin Hill. It's called GOAT. Uh-oh. Anytime you say GOAT on something, man, it better be dope. Right here, Speak Life Radio Indie Artist Music Review. I said that fast, and you probably didn't. I didn't articulate enough for that chick on Fox News, but I did say Indie Artist Music Review. Right here, Speak Life Radio.
I'd rather have Jesus than silver or gold. I'd rather have Jesus than have riches untold. I'd rather have Jesus than houses or lands. I'd rather be led by his nail-pierced hand. I'd rather have Jesus than anything this world affords today. And I stand amazed in the presence of Jesus the Nazarene, wondering how he could love me, a sinner, condemned and unclean. I once was an outcast, a stranger on earth, an alien by choice and a sinner by birth. But I have been adopted, and my name's written down, and I'm an add to a mansion, a robe, and a crown.
He the greatest, he the GOAT. He the greatest, he the GOAT. On my knees and let him know. Everything I do is show. I'm in all white like the Pope. All white like the Pope. All white like the Pope. If you wanna let me know, turn it up and you can ride with it. Turn it up and feel alive with it. Rap game with the top in it. Black man looking fly with it. You just wanna get the money right. You just wanna get the money right. I just wanna live a good life. I ain't quitting till I see the bright light. He the greatest, he the GOAT. He the greatest, he the GOAT. You won't never see me boast. Levitated, graduated with the flow. Everybody else wanna show they belts, wanna show they cars. I ain't trying to kill. I prefer to heal. I don't need a deal. Take away my heart and throw it down the hill. He the greatest, he the GOAT. 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 I got fans like the poor. I got fans like the poor. Let's go, baby.
I've been the victim of crooked lies in the system. Some backward ties that were mixed with some evil guys with no wisdom. I'm twisted, whipped with emotions, unlisted, vivid to the motions, inflicted, gifted with a potion. I'm wishing, distant in an ocean. I'm living, loving, living. I can't do this on my own. See these tears in my eyes. I need you and you alone. Lord, rid me of my pride. This evil lid is grown. Lord, clean me from inside. My heart is turned to stone, but you were crucified. So take this evil and kill it. I don't want it, I don't feel it. I got problems on my shoulder that I'm way too young to deal with. Take my cup, Lord, and refill it. Take this demon and conceal it. Seek the truth and then reveal it. Man, the answer to all your problems, the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. I got the faith of a pope, mixed with a little bit of hope. These words you walk and quote, I live what I promote. This lifestyle ain't no show. I still got room to grow, but I'm grounded, founded, confounded in Jesus from head to toe. Whoa, I'm at my lowest, Lord, I'm down on my knees. Ain't got much, but I give you everything that I be. I'm at my lowest, Lord, I'm down on my knees. Take my life, Lord, do as you please.
I am not a pastor.
Yeah, that's Calvin Hill and Devin Murrell. I think I said his name right. GOAT, G-O-A-T. I actually like that track a lot. I think the beat's dope. I think the flows were dope. The first verse, I don't know who was who on the track, to be honest, but the first verse was dope. It was like mumble rap without mumbling. So it's like that same style, but you're articulating, so it was dope. I like that whole track, to be honest. So I would play that. So if you want to send me that track, we'll throw that in the radio rotation on Guerilla Cross Radio. That definitely, yeah, that's a radio track right there.
Definitely.
E-class.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Quan.
You should.
Male ego. No, I agree. I think the track was good. I have no complaints. No.
All right. There you go. Positives. Yeah. You got positives? We can do positives too, Erica.
I mean, I did. I said it was good.
Okay.
That was
I got no complaints. I got no complaints, so I can't talk.
No, I think the song was good.
Cool.
That's the hardest part of being a rapper is when people got something bad to say, like you hear it, But when you're good, people are just like, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I dig it. Like, there's no emphasis.
So you're criticizing my criticism right now because there is none.
It's not you. It's just I'm just saying, as an artist, that's hard. Like, that's a tough part. Like, all you ever get is bad news.
It's not you, it's me.
Right.
And Calvin was the second verse.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
But both
yeah,
verses
yeah.
were dope to me, and I like the mix of them too, because it was two different sounds on the track.
I like that song. I like the mix of having that preacher in there who was actually rapping poetically.
Yeah.
And the lyrics were dope in all the verses. The second, and I'm not sure if it was the third verse or just the end of the second verse, but there was some double ups, some special effects in there. Whoever was producing, I mean, it could have been the artist's decision, but somebody was paying attention to the details.
Yeah.
And all those things we talked about with some of the other songs with delivery, emphasizing certain words, saying things a certain way. A lot of those things were done in this song.
Yeah.
And so I liked it. I mean, it was pretty good. It was made the right way. It was mixed, mastered, all that. So good
Dope.
job. Good job.
Do you take notes on every song?
I'm writing down a little bit of stuff because I can't remember nothing.
His new name is Notebook.
Notebook.
I get
I
a
do
new
it
name.
electronically.
Get a new name every week.
But yeah, that's a dope track. Shout out Calvin Hill for that really dope track.
That guy Notebook.
The Notebook guy.
And we do trivia for Steve all the time on Unnamed Sports Show. So I'm gonna do trivia right now. What beat is this?
Grinding.
Artist. Okay.
Clips made by Pharrell. Star Trek music. This was in my prime. This just happened to come out. So if you ask me trivia questions, I'm not gonna say all of them because you'll find the one I don't know. But music between like 95 and like 01, 02 in that era, that's when I was actually like rapping and making music. So I was into everything.
Wait.
Oh God, I should have said that. Here it goes.
Freestyle.
Freestyle.
I haven't freestyled in like 18 years,
He's
dude.
not gonna take that.
Come on, man.
Haven't freestyled in 18 years. But now you're gonna do it for all of your peers. Come on. You won't get no jeers. I'll give you a beer or two. Come on.
All right.
Don't try to record me, Eric.
I give you. I don't know. What do you? I give you 4 bars.
I think Eric is about to leave.
It's super rusty. Speak Life Radio. Play me though. Hear me, yo. It's been a while, man, since I rhymed. I rhymed 4 words
Next
for y'all.
week. Next week.
Next week.
He's gonna go home and
I didn't know he freestyled before.
I
didn't know he rapped before.
I have not, like, literally.
Yeah.
I think the last time I walked in the studio to record something was like 2002.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. Like, I got with my wife in like 04. And I had not been rapping a while before her because she found some of my old CDs and was like, what is this?
The history
like,
of Steve's rap career. All right, we got one more song to get into
weird.
before we got to go. You can see Erica packing up.
I am
So when
packing
she
up.
starts packing up, it's time to go. And this one's not fair. It's Red Letters, so he's kind of like been out there for a while. He's always dope. But we're going to play this track. It's called Lava Lamp right here. Guerilla Cross, Speak Live Radio. Indie Artist Music Review. I need a hit that does that. Indie Artist Music Review. Don't laugh at me.
I gotta get out of my head. All of this thinking I thought up has got me all caught up in lonely webs. Peter Parker wrapped in a parka because I'm frozen and parked in a bed. I'm trying to let it go. I'm trying to breathe and catch a couple Z's other than Zoloft and Xanaflex and other sedative meds. Swimming in suicidal serenades and drowning. Because I wanna be walking on dry shores. Wanna show this world I'm much more than scribble rhymes and beat scores with witty metaphors. In his gritty head of Taurus, I play Matador. But I'm just an Aquarius belly up in his own aquarium. Comparing them to Kendrick, but I'm Courtney. Not saying that I'm offended, we may be Kendrick's spirit, but I want somebody to want me. Maybe I'm overdoing this overview, which is something I often do, cause I'm overly critical of me. Insecure written, insecure the writtens. Then good writtens, I've written off another part of me. MJ and HD and AD, so imagine my BC days. Maybe I should decode some things. What fun would that be? My lyrics are like living in a lava lamp. The flow's fluid enough, but abstract enough to cue you, to tip you off, or tick you off, whichever it do you. I'm just a mind screw from a guy who's screw loose.
Yeah, that's Red Letters, Lava Lamp right here. Guerilla Cross Speak Live Radio, Indie Artist Music Review. We've actually interviewed him on the show before. He always has a lot of dope music. What'd you think, Steve?
I thought that was pretty dope. It actually sounded like some stuff I listened to.
Yeah.
I put that in my playlist when I'm at home chilling. I mean, that sound like a song off a good album. I don't know how else to explain that, but you know what I mean? Like not necessarily like a feature track, but definitely sound like if there's more music like that on the album, that's probably a solid album.
Yeah.
You know? I like it.
E-Class.
I like it. It definitely has that at home chill, neo soul, grab some wine. If you smoke weed, smoke weed. It sounds like one of them types. No, I mean, it sounds like one of those
It's
type
legal
songs.
in Vegas, guys. We're in Vegas broadcasting, so it's legal out here.
See, look, seeing Quan's face, you would think it's still illegal.
I mean, I don't do it.
He's like, no, it just sounds like one of those
Some are advocates, some aren't.
like kickback songs. But I like it. It's dope.
So if you drive by Erica's house and she's listening to this song, you know what she's doing.
Drinking wine.
Drinking wine.
Smoking weed.
Cooking dinner.
Eating brownies. Gummy bears all over the place. Not for the kids. Those are not for the kids. Don't give those gummy bears to the kids.
Please don't.
Yeah, well,
Goodness.
There you go. There you have it. All right, yo, we're going to do this again in a couple weeks. We probably won't wait another month because we did get so many submissions today. We will do it again probably in 2 weeks. Next week, we are going to talk about the pros and cons of social media, and we're going to have somebody interviewing. We don't have that locked in yet, but we might have Jose Moore live on the line. If not next week, we'll have him in the near future. A lot of artists we got lined up, man, so it's going to be a dope season here on Season 12 of Speak Life Radio. Steve, man, thanks for coming in, dude.
Oh, no problem,
Did you have a good time?
Anytime. Yeah, man, this was fun.
See you next Friday.
Yeah, cool.
And E-Class, welcome back.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Yeah. That was the Mace version.
Yeah.
We're going to end this with a new song by Sun Wo called Time Today right here on Guerilla Cross Speak Live Radio New Music Friday. Please download the Guerilla Cross app, rate and review it in the App Store. It's free. You cannot pass down free. Tune in every Tuesday and Thursday for Unnamed Sports Show and Speak Live Radio every Friday, 2 p.m. Did I say something wrong? I might have.
Yeah, you said
pass down.
How you going to pass down?
Pass down.
Don't pass it down.
You can't pass down free.
Pass it down. It's free. I'm passing it down. I don't want it.
Oh, man.
Don't pass up. How you pass it up, too? Don't pass. Be like Kobe.
Don't pass.
Don't pass the app.
Don't pass.
Don't pass the app. But please share it with your friends. And make sure everyone downloads it, too. And follow us on all social media at Guerilla Cross. Follow me at Quan59. And you can follow them wherever they are. This is Sun Wo Time Today right here, Guerilla Cross Speak Live Radio. Love you guys. We're out.
Today I got time, cuz.
Hit me. I don't usually have time, but today I got time. Take it all away. Baby, just be mine. Ooh, all I wanna do, spend it all with you. I don't usually have time, but today I got time. Take it all away. Baby, just be mine. Ooh, all I wanna do, spend it all with you. All I got is $100 bill in my wallet. Take it all, hit the mall, baby, we gon' shop it. But I heard it's only tricky if I don't got it. Well, I know that time is ticking, so let's get to this profit. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. But she got me on a leash, but she can handle it though. Oh, look up in the sky, oh, it's getting late. On don't usually have time, but I got time today. Alright. I don't usually have time, but today I got time. Take it all away. Baby, just be mine. Ooh, all I wanna do, spend it all with you. Yeah. Like that. I don't usually have time, but today I got time. Take it all away. Baby, just be mine. Ooh, all I wanna do, spend it all with you. My time is money. I charge by the hour, but you different, baby. You got superpowers. See you worth my while. That's enough for me. Every second, every minute is a luxury. Oh, I'm present for you, 'cause this time is precious. Yes, you're such a gift. Make me count my blessings. Oh, I got work to do, but you mean more to me. God is on the throne and you my next priority. Yeah. I don't usually have time, but today I got time. Take it all away. Baby, just be mine. Ooh, all I wanna do, spend it all with you. I don't usually have time, but today I got time. Take it all away. Baby, just be mine. Ooh, all I wanna do, spend it all with you.
Yo, you tuned in to Guerilla Cross Radio.
It's like 3:30. Yeah. I've been grinding all day and all night. Hall of Fame on my mind. Trying to be the greatest of all time and say it's all God. Yeah. I've been grinding all day and all night. Hall of Fame on my mind. Trying to be the greatest of all time and say it's all God. That's all. I've been grinding all day and all night. Hall of Fame on my mind. Trying to be the greatest of all time and say it's all God. That's all. I've been grinding. I got no time for the nonsense. I got GOAT vibes on my conscience. Oh God, I don't mind if you gon' give me a label. I ain't here for your pesos, only faithful to Jesus. And out of underdog, turn to Cujo mixed with DMX. Under God's terms, so you know you gon' see him flex. G.O. A T don't play me no way. We on a way. Nah, I don't juju on the BK dot. Tryna doo-doo on your BK West. Yeah, I do all my beats a PK. That a doo-doo on your beat. Take a smash, then take a smash on it. 80s baby playing Super Smash Brothers. Eating mics like I'm at the last supper or the Passover. I've been passed over. Said I wouldn't pop like a flat soda. Said forget your guy, Christian raps over. Y'all choosing sides, I'm designing the entree. Oh, you tryna get big, boy? Well, I'm tryna be Andre. Be Andre. All glory to God name. I've been grinding all day and all night. Hall of Fame on my mind. Trying to be the greatest of all time and say it's all God. Yeah. I've been grinding all day and all night. Hall of Fame on my mind. Trying to be the greatest of all time and say it's all God. That's all. I'm not stopping till my mama calling, bruh, telling me she proud of us. Homie saying, yo, your Twitter follower count is up. At your show, they got their hands up like you say you got a gun. And God is how you got it done. This the God that got a son. And I want the doubters listening to this tape saying, house, wait. Funny thing is, they said I was the one who sound like Kanye. For all
give a trophy back. For all the labels wouldn't sign me like a Zodiac. I got more drive than a Honda. I got more rounds than Shonda. Shooting more shots than Kobe.